In this question, we will learn how to locate the points on a number line. It's from the module 10.5. Here you have been given a number line. It's from M to J. The question is to find coordinate point X such that the ratio of M to X and X to J is 3 is to 1. Now what they're asking is there's a point somewhere over here, but the distance from M to J will be 3 times more than that point to J. I'm not exactly sure where it is. There are different ways you can count the total distance, divide by 4 and 3 parts, 1 part and everything, but there's a very easy formula. Now just let's estimate. If this is the line, see this is somewhere half, so half of half, somewhere it must be over here or something. It might be 13, 14 or between that. It should be either 13 or 14 most probably. So this is estimate. But how do we know accurately where is the point? It's very simple by this formula here. See, x1 plus x2 divided by m plus n. Very simple, right? The first point plus first second point, m plus n. There is something we have to multiply here in the above. For the first one, it's not m, it is n, and for the second one, it is m. Please remember this. Sometimes students tend to write m times x1 plus n times x2, which will be wrong. Now let's substitute. What is n value? This is, see over here, the ratio is given as m is to n. The second value is n times x1 is the first point, second point is x2. Now how would you know which is first and second? Look here, m to x. So you start with m to x and then x to j. So first is m and then comes j. So first and second point. So here the first point is having a x1 value of 2. Second point is having x2 value of 18. So it's 1 times 2 plus 3 times 18 divided by 4. 1 plus, it'll be 2 plus 3 times 18, 60 minus 6, it's 54. Divided by 4. 56 by 4 is 15 minus 1. It's 14. Here the answer is 14. And see, we approximated it almost at 14. There was 13 or 14. So accurately, if you do, it'll be 14. So that's the answer. Now here, since it's the electronic part, just remember the formula and use your calculator directly. So we'll do the problems here directly in the calculator now. Here, this is the same formula. Let me write the formula again. It is n times x1 plus m times x2. You can put the bracket on, no, it's fine. M plus n, not x1 plus x2. It is m plus n. This is it. So here is use the fraction symbol. What is the first point? See, it's the same points, only the thing is ratio is changed. So you can either multiply this with the second one or this with, whichever you do, it's fine. I'll write it according to the formula. N is 3. See, 2 is to 3 becomes m is to n. 3 times 2 plus 2 times 18 divided by 2 plus 3. The answer is 42 by 5. That is 8.4. You can see that's the final answer. Here they have given us a ratio of 1 is to 1, which is very simple because it's the midpoint. So whatever the distance here must be equal to over here, right? So you can easily find the midpoint. That is midpoint of 18 minus 2 divided by 2. It's going to be 16 by 2, 8. See, 8 is not the midpoint. You need to add 8 from here. So 10 is the answer. That's how we can find the midpoint. But this formula will easily give you the answer. You anyways know this formula, right? Let's just rearrange this. 1 times 2 plus 1 times 18 divided by 1 plus 1 will be 2. So here we go, the answer is 10. That's how we easily solve it up. Now we are moving to the ratios. I mean, that was the ratio which we did just now. This is the fractional distance. They have given a fraction. Here the formula is not the same. The formula changes. It's the first point, whichever point they mentioned first, x1 plus the ratio. A by b is the ratio here given. And here it is very important, it's second term. See, there'll be 2 points, B to D. So here B is x1, D is x2 minus. So this is it. Now what you do is you just put in the calculator here. So x1 is given as minus 5 plus, what's the ratio? 2 by 3. multiply it with, sorry, press next and then use the bracket. Now it's all right. Multiply it with second x2, second term, that is 1 minus. Now use the bracket because we already have a minus in the formula, and x1 is also minus. This is minus 5. Close the bracket twice, and here we go. Answer is negative 1. Similarly, you can solve these problems, very straightforward problems. Now look at the point. They have told C. Where is C? It's minus 4. So here it becomes minus 4, and the ratio is 1 by 5. So 1 is to 5. And what do we have here? Second point, F is at 5 minus, and again minus of 4. And this should be the answer. It's negative 11 by 5 or 2.2, minus 2.2. Here as well, they have told A and E. So it is minus 7 depending on the points. A is at E. The first point is A. This is very important. You must take the first point as x1. Then the ratio is 6 here, 1 by 6. And what do we have for E? It is 2. It's just 2 minus and minus 7. So it's again 5.5. That's the answer. And similarly, you can do these problems by yourselves. Please use the formula, and the methods are already here. It's 2.6 here as well. Now here, don't forget the formula. It's changes. We're back to the ratios. So use this formula. We have done it already. And here as well, it's 3:2. That means 2 first. We have the n ratio, second ratio multiplied with x1 plus m x2 by m plus n. Only thing is you have to remember the formulas. 1:1 means the midpoint. Now you're basically finding from C to X and X to E. C is the first point, minus 4. X2 will be E, that is 2. And let's do the last one here. Use the fractions. Second ratio, 3 times. What is the point? F is the first point. Now 5. Then we need to add it up with second ratio is 5. Sorry, first ratio is 5 times. What is D1? Multiply it. And add the ratios, 5 plus 3. Let me write the formula here. It's nx1 plus mx2 divided by m plus n. M plus n. So what is, you need to write it properly and then put in the calculator in your exams. Don't just directly do it. See, m, n. What is the first point? F is the first point. X1 is equal to 5. What is x2? D. Where is D? X2 is equal to 1. So now we substituted 3 times 1 is x1 is 5 plus m is 5 times 1 by 5 plus 3. This is it. This is why we have written according to the formula. We substituted it. The answer is 2.5. It'll be over here in between. Sorry, over here 2.5. That's the thing. Now here they have told F to D. Even if it's F to D or D to F, it's fine. It depends on which is told first. First is F, then we go to X, and then we go to D. That is the end of this question. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, please consider rewatching the video or posting your doubts in the comments. I hope you all will head on to the next video.